Hey y'all, I haven't been here in, I would say, more than a hot minute, right? um, been setting up a new business, getting organized, getting reset, and quite frankly, trying to understand this whole YouTube thing. What should I talk about? Should I just stick to things that I know, like my image and different things? Should I just talk about current affairs? Should I join the other YouTubers and just be involved in a whole lot of what I call gossip? Small things that really doesn't matter, don't matter to me. But then there's some serious things happening in the world today. And I thought to myself, you know what? Business is set up. I'm in a different setting. I don't have my backdroppers yet. So I'm getting, but I want to come back here and be relevant again. And I'll be, not, try to become relevant in the YouTube arena. Okay. So today, I'm gonna, so I'm back. That's the heading. I was supposed to be back since last week, and then something happened, and I totally forgot that I had set up a stream. Forgive me, but so I'm back today, and I will try my best to do a weekly stream to stay in the game. You know, I hope that people will subscribe, like and subscribe, share this channel, and say there's an intelligent, mature woman who's in here having a conversation, and we can join her. I'd love to have comments and suggestions of what to talk about. I am Cheryl Diane, and I'm an image consultant, international keynote speaker, author, trainer. I wear many hats. And I love to really help women up-level their lives and step into the greatness and the power that they have been given, that they were born to have by God. The thing is, in dealing with women over the years, I've realized that so many of us, and I'm going to include everybody, all of us, it is not just about the young ones or the middle-aged ones or those, it is all of us who tend too many times to be looking at the wrong persons for encouragement, taking energy from the wrong persons. And by that, I'm talking about the influencers we have around the world. We have so many of them all over the place. And a lot of them, to my mind, are not really having positive, sending out positive vibes to women out here. There's so much catness among women. There are women who still want to look at you and tell you you're ugly. There's still those who want to pull you down and tell you that you're too old for certain things. And we as women need to look at ourselves, really look at ourselves. Because I'll tell you something. I think right now we are like an endangered species. We fight for all of the animals that are endangered, and we fight and on the human rights, we fight for all kinds of stuff when they think that a certain animal is getting, distinct. We need to fight for each other as well. Are we not doing that? We have been replaced by others who say that they're women, and that's a very touchy subject. We are being replaced by those who think we are relevant. Women are choosing all kinds of strange ways to have children in their lives. We just becoming like almost redundant. So I would like to speak a little bit on that topic. Not to attack anybody, not to say anything negative about anybody, because I love all people. God loves all of us. This is my thing. And I know I believe in the Bible, and in my Bible it says that every man will account for themselves. So whether I agree with you or don't agree with you, at the end of the day, I am not responsible for you. Or how you feel about yourself, go right ahead and feel it. At the end of the day, each of us will have to stand up and decide and account for who we are, how we show up in this world. That's all I'll say about that. So, I want to keep it a little bit, keep it light and keep it on branding, right? And keep it on us not really stop being so gossipy and stop trying to pull each other down all the time. And this thing about pretty and ugly and everybody looking to see who better looking and which influencers influencing them more, who could wear the least clothes, who could say the most ridiculous things, who could snatch a mic from somebody and think that they're right. All of these things are so wrong. And in the time we live in a time where all the negative things are the right things. And if you oppose it, then something's wrong with you. So there's no longer right and wrong in the world. And everybody's right and everybody's wrong. I think I've said that before. It's just amazing and strange how the world, how things are panning out right now. I feel as a biblical person, a person who loves the Lord, that is like the end times. Don't know when it will happen. It won't be tomorrow. I'm not trying to be one of those people who predicting that's tomorrow. But to me, it's right around the corner. It's because it's crazy right now. So I want to stick a little bit to talk a little bit today on branding. How we show up is how we want people to think we are. I will show up today as an image consultant. I will show up as a keynote speaker because I speak to women about owning themselves, creating a brand around who they want people to believe that they are, creating a personality for themselves, not trying to become someone else. I created a brand around that. That's what I do on a daily basis. This is what I speak on. This is the work that I do at my business place. This is where I am in life. Who do you want to be? How do you want to shop? Do you want to just keep looking at persons on Instagram and TikTok? And I do all this, I do the Instagram and TikTok, I do everything. I'm a business person, I'm an entrepreneur. Listen, I shop everywhere. But do you want to just follow what they're doing and not really have a mind of your own to decide who you want to be? Let me tell you, folks, let me tell you something, ladies. I speak to ladies now. Everything starts with your mind. It starts with the mind and it starts also with loving self. If you love yourself, you'll want to be you. And you won't want to be anybody else. I know I don't want to be anybody else. I want to be me. I don't want to get any younger. I love my age. I love my time here on earth. And I'm grateful for the time. I'm grateful for the age I'm at right now. And I hope that God grants me grace to live to be an old lady. I want to be like what's her name? Jane Fonda. Hitting those 80s and looking fabulous, articulate and smart and bright and relevant in the world. We need to live out full. So when we die, our tombstone wouldn't say, well, this is their life, a sad person who didn't live up to her potential. I want mine to say she lived full and she died empty. She gave her all. She shared with others. That's what I want my tombstone to say if I have one. If I don't have one, really doesn't matter because at the end of the day, I will leave a legacy. I have books. I have a voice. There'll be videos that you can look back and hear and see what I have left on this earth. My children and my children's children will know that this lady here contributed something to the earth we live on. And that's my aim in this life. Why I'm to continue to grow every day, learn things every day as as I live. Because every day there's something new to learn. Every day there's another growth in life. And I want to continue to grow and just be graceful in this world and be full of gratitude, that I live to see, day. Just be full of gratitude. So I want to encourage all of us to become who we are. Stop trying to be other people. Those people who we follow and who we belong to their hives and their nests and their Swifties and all these things. It's nice because we have to admire others. That's what we're here for. But we shouldn't try to become them because I don't think that any of them pay us to be such super fans, to get upset with people for saying they like them or don't like them. It's our choice. It's up to each one of us to decide who we want to be. And there are some things in life that, so there's some people in life that sometimes, they have such an influence. And I kind of wonder why. There's this K family from Calabasas who have branded themselves as the best thing since Christ came on this earth. And for me personally, I think they're awful human beings. And I think one day they will pay for that, for the influence they put on this earth. And I know people dislike me for saying this, but I'm going to say it anyway. I don't like them. I think they are negative. Their brand is awful. And we need to stop looking at things, material things that we all die and leave, and think that at the beginning and end of life. That is not the only thing we need to have in this life. It is not. So having said that, last weekend, one of the, well, what a person who worked with the person who is the big iffy in that KK brand, that K brand, got married. And what did she wear to her assistant's wedding? An outfit that probably even obscene for the beach. It was so obscene. I'm saying, why would this woman want to go to someone's wedding? Someone who's supposed to admire, someone who worked for her and all of that. And upstage this woman. Because she knows when she gets there with no clothes on, that people are going to look at her. Why would you want to upstage a bride at the bride's wedding? Are you so hungry for, attention that you have to do something like that? Is that all that you live for? What about yourself? What about your self-esteem? What about understanding and believing in who you are and being proud and strong and and just confident about who you are? What about that? How about that? I am saying to all of us who follow these people, not saying not to follow, not saying not to like. What I'm saying is be careful that you make them gods in your life. They are not. They are mortal human beings whose lives should not be mimicked by anybody. Because all the things that they do to get all the material things that we're going to all die and leave, nobody did never hearse going down behind a corpse that's carrying a carriage with money and houses and all that kind of thing. We die and we leave it right here. While we're here, we need to live good and we need to have things. The Bible talks about money and saying all things. But we shouldn't do anything just to get money. We don't need 15 rooms in our house. We don't need 10 bathrooms. We don't need 12 cars. We are one human being. There are many people all over the world who are starving and hungry and would love to get some of that thing. If you're blessed enough to get that kind of income into your life, you should be one of those persons who should be very, very happy to share some of that wealth rather than do that. Because I need only one car to drive at a time, honestly speaking. I need one bed to lie down on, one chair to sit on at a time, one bathroom to use at a time. So even if the house has more than one bedroom, more than one bathroom, each time this individual has to use any of those amenities, it's just one space that I need at a time. So we don't need all of that. Let's learn to love and share. And let's be careful who we allow to be that influence in our lives, that we feel that we can't live without them. You know, like how these women, like I spoke about on LinkedIn this one, how these women can't live with all these eyelashes. You know, if you don't think you're beautiful enough, that you feel that the only way you can look good is by slapping those things on your eyes, which is going to damage you in long term. Those are for special occasions. We don't need to wear eyelashes every single day. There's eyeliner for that. Eyelashes were created by God to keep dust out of your eyes. And eyeliner was created, in case you didn't know, to create the illusion of having more lashes. So we could alternate. We don't have to slap those, especially those big ones that look like little birds that land on your face. Let's get back to reality. Ladies, let us learn to be authentic, be ourselves. We're all wonderfully and fearfully made. We're all beautiful. Stop letting the world tell us what beauty is. Stop letting the world tell us that we're not nice. If we don't do things to our face, if we don't alter our looks, if we don't change our nose, if we don't put in a BBL. Stop allowing the world to tell us what beauty is. In your mind, shift yourself to love yourself so you know I am beautiful and I am enough. And I'm enough not because I'm haughty and I'm uppity and whatever. I'm enough because God says I am enough. I'm enough to be who I want to be. I'm enough to be educated. I'm enough to open a business. I'm enough to drive the car I want to drive. I'm enough to eat the food I want to eat. I'm enough to love who I want to love. Right? And I'm enough to receive love from others. So I am enough. And you are enough. And because you are enough and I'm enough, then we need to stop allowing people to make such an impact in our lives that we'll throw hate at somebody who we don't even know because the person may not agree with something that person has done or said. Let us get back to reality. Let us get back to being authentic. The world is creating a mess. It's still a mess. Lies are not truth. You cannot say that that's not true. There used to be a time when people came first, second, third, and there was last. Now everybody's first. Now everybody's right. Everybody's correct. And that's not true. That's false. That's false. Wherever all of that started, it needs to stop. Wherever all of that started, it needs to stop. It needs to stop. Let's stop it today. Let's bring ourselves back and love ourselves first so we can admire others without trying to become clones of them, without trying to do the things that they are doing, whether it's right or wrong. As long as they have this money and this car and this, all this bling that they're better than everybody else. No. Let us bring ourselves back to the point where we know who we are and live according to how we want to live so we can admire people. And that just be enough. You just admire someone, that's all right. You know, I admire people. I don't agree with everything they do. I admire Candace Owens. I love her spunk and her tenacity. I don't agree with everything she says. No, I don't. I don't at all. But I can listen to her objectively, take the part I want out of what she said, and leave the rest of it alone. Why can't we get back to that? Everything is a negative thing. You don't agree, it has to be all in hate speech and all the different things, canceling people and all of that. What is all that about? What is that about? We need to bring ourselves back to reality because there come a point in time when some people suffer more than others for this. So we need to be really very, very careful how we go about living our lives. These influencers, as far as I know, don't send out money to all the people who like them on Facebook and like them on Instagram and like them on TikTok. They don't. They just go there and show off with their millions and their dresses and their cars and their shoes. And they don't care if you have it. Do they ever ask if you need some food? Do they ever ask if you need a bill to be paid? No, they don't. But they come there and you see all that they have. And then you will start to hate others and pull down others to see if you can get that. And guess what? It doesn't happen just like that. There's a price to be paid for everything on this earth. I want you all to know that. So I'm stepping in today just to say that. So it's going to be a short YouTube, a short one. Hopefully I can get my act together and get my tripod back in place and get my backdrop back in place or change it up a little bit and begin to do a live stream once again on a weekly basis. I just wanted to come here and be here so that I don't just kind of lose the essence of being a part of YouTube. And YouTube, could you all let me know what to do so that I can be part of the algorithm, so I can get subscribers to come to my channel. So other people who want to hear good content, which is not gossip, which is not pulling on people all the time. Sometimes something happens, they go jump on there. Oh, I heard so and so happen. No. I want to talk about current affairs and things that are relevant to us, things that could build us up. Would you help me? I need the help to get some subscribers and some likes. I know likes pushes this along. Can we do this? Is it possible for this to happen? Is it? There's music happening downstairs because there's a function going to happen in a minute. So I need to get off of the street because all you hear is that background noise. So until we chat again on this same channel, think about what I just said. Listen, like, and share. And please, some of you come and view and do not subscribe. I need you all. Okay? Please subscribe to this channel. And I thank you for listening. And I'll see you on the next round when there's not so much music happening right now. Okay? So take care.